Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the match preview for Fulham versus Chelsea. Feels a bit weird doing a match preview on a Sunday night because we don't play too often on a Monday, but here we are. And it's not been a bad weekend for Chelsea fans and Chelsea in general. We've had no result to ruin the weekend, and we've had the plus of Liverpool, City, and Man United all losing. I'm not saying we're going to be challenging Liverpool and City, but it's always good to see the rivals lose. And we've got a chance to kind of follow on that momentum from midweek, which is going to be a tricky game against Fulham. Fulham actually sitting 3 points above us in the table right now. Fulham sitting 12th on 8 points. And with Wolves' win yesterday, we unfortunately took a tumble down to 15th in the table. But a win tomorrow would see us rise to 11th place in the table. Those lofty heights of 11th, if we can pull off a win tomorrow. As always, guys, we're going to get into all the talking points around the match. We're going to get into my starting lineup that I'd like to see. And we've got a few other bits to dive into. Obviously, we've got the new sponsored kit being debuted right now by the Chelsea women. The men's side will wear it for the first time tomorrow. We'll dive into that. We'll dive into the Jacob Steinberg article with quotes about Chelsea and the experience and signing younger players, etc. And we'll also dive into Andre Santos, who again was an unused substitute for Nottingham Forest in their 1-1 draw with Brentford, and that's not really working out very well for him at the moment. That loan move. So there is loads and loads to get into, guys. We are 2 subscribers away from 6.5K. So if you're locked in now, you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. 2 subscribers away from 6.5K would be a good milestone to hit tonight. As always, guys, make sure you run those likes up, people. Run those likes up. We're aiming for 100, but yeah, let's see how many we can get. But smash the like button, people. Consider it your rent on the way in. Smash that like. And let's get this show on the road. Let's say hello to a few people in the chat, and then we're going to dive into some stuff. VAR and referees in the country are so bad, and I hope we don't get robbed. No, hopefully not, mate. Yeah, I agree. Again, it's not the VAR is not the problem. The technology works. It's the idiots that are in charge of it. That's the problem. You know, the Premier League turned down taking the semi-automated offside stuff from that was used in the World Cup. I don't know why they did that. They bring a lot of that shit on themselves. But yeah, look. You know, obviously they've been stood down, those 2 guys, and one of them was due to be the VAR again in our game tomorrow night. So he's been stepped down, probably replaced by someone just as incompetent. But let's hope it doesn't cost us. Yeah, brother, I hear that. We're going to dive into this. We need to win our next 2 games because after international break, games getting hard. Agreed on that, Michael. Big up. Hope you're good. Yeah, but there's a bit of hope. There's a bit of hope. Let's wait and see. Agreed on that. We'll get into the lineup much later on. Andre Santos has played exactly 0 minutes for us. He did play in the Carabao Cup, but yeah, zero Premier League minutes. Absolutely 0 Premier League minutes. I'm not sure why they signed him when they tried to sign every man and his dog in central midfield on deadline day. We're going to dive into that in a little bit more detail. Nah, thank you, brother. Thank you. I don't know if that's a premature congratulations or there have actually been 2 kind people that have hit the subscribe button. It could be a premature thank you, or maybe we have actually hit it. No, we've not quite hit it yet, but that was a premature congratulations. But we're going to get there. We are going to get there. I like the gold's better than sponsorship. I think it still looks good. Yes, big up to A. Solomon, who has become a YouTube member. Big up, brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and becoming a member. Guys, if you want to become a member, please hit the link in the description below. The more members we get, then the more member stuff we're going to do. At the moment, we've got about, I think that's my 4th channel member. If we can get that up to 10 members, and I'll start doing member-only shows and all that sort of thing. So if you are wanting to become a member, please hit the link in the description below. It'd be greatly appreciated, and it is a way that you can support myself and the channel for a very small amount each month. So big up to A. Solomon for becoming a new member of the channel. Greatly appreciated, brother. Hope you are doing well. If they used automation, then they can't fix games anymore, can they? I can't wait for Chelsea to come to White Hart Lane. We're going to give you a heavy beating so badly. You won't know what hit you, and Chelsea can't attract top players over Spurs. Yeah, I'm not really sure where you've got we can't attract top players. We're constantly attracting top players. Other than James Maddison, what top players have you got over us? And it wasn't even a direct shootout. What top players have Spurs signed in a direct competition with Chelsea and got the better of us? None. Nottingham Forest have a scattergun approach. Did also the same last season. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see people on that. But yeah, not a million miles away from Spurs visiting. But let's dive into the Andre Santos stuff then, people, because it wasn't so long ago that he was left out of the squad entirely. I think that was in the game against Manchester City a few weeks back. He was left out entirely. And again, he was on the bench today, but 0 minutes again for Andre Santos in Nottingham Forest against Brentford. He spent 100 minutes on the bench so far this season. He joined the club on loan from Chelsea in August, and he had more than 10 loan proposals over the summer. This is not going well. It seems right now that Andre Santos seems to be about sixth or seventh choice, maybe even eighth choice at this point in time in central midfield for Nottingham Forest. Now, look, ideally, I think we would have sent him on a loan abroad, but because we couldn't permanently sell Ziyech for whatever reason, because we couldn't permanently sell Lukaku, we had to take up another 2 of those international loan slots with Ziyech and Lukaku, which meant that Andre Santos was going to have to take a domestic loan. Forest seemed like a good choice, but there was no way that Nottingham Forest were going to prioritise developing a player for someone else over developing players they've permanently signed. They signed Sangare. They signed Gonzalez. Oh, no, not Dominguez, I think his name is, who scored today. They signed him from Bologna. They've signed they had Mangala in there as well. Like, Andre Santos is going to really struggle to get a look in. So I don't really know if Chelsea did their homework properly on this loan, because it's 7 games into the Premier League season now, and he's not played a single minute of Premier League football for Forest. Admittedly, I think there was he didn't join right at the start of the season, so I don't think he's been there for all 7 of those games. But at the same time, you know, it's an interesting one, people, because at what point did Chelsea look at it? They must be concerned right now, but at what point did Chelsea think, right, enough is enough? We need to recall him and send him somewhere else. The problem is, where do you send him? Because we haven't got any more international loan slots left. It would have to be another domestic loan. Again, Cassidy, another example, you know, started quite well at Leicester, but again, he's found himself in and out the side. At least he's playing a bit more football. But yeah, for Santos, it is a concern. Guys in the chat, let me know your thoughts on the Santos situation as well. Yeah, the Mudryk redemption arc is going to hit differently. I've heavily invested in my Mudryk stocks, and I'm looking forward to those being handsomely rewarded in due course, people. If Spurs and Chelsea both went for Osimhen, if Osimhen's got a choice, he's never choosing Spurs over Chelsea. The level of delusion surrounding Spurs fans at the moment, when they were handed a last-minute win against 9-man Liverpool, like it's unbelievable, absolutely shameless. Willian will assist 3-1. Mudryk will assist 3-1 in William Hill. 3-1 in William Hill. Yeah, not bad. What else have we got here? Brother, you don't have to be worried about Spurs winning the title at all. It's never going to happen. I don't need to talk about my reaction, because it's simply an event that is not going to occur. So yeah, no problem. Look, it's 7 games. 7 games. People are getting very carried away with Spurs. Yes, they're doing well. They're playing some good football. They've picked up some good results. But this talk of Spurs being in a title race after 7 games is just utter nonsense. To be fair, it looked like he would play, but Forest did a man. Yeah, look, it did look like he would play. And I think at the time, Chelsea probably looked at it and thought, yeah, do you know what? Maybe they underestimated or didn't really think about what Forest were going to do towards the end of the market. But then bringing in 2 central midfield players was kind of the writing on the wall for Santos. And look, there's still plenty of the season left. There's still opportunity, but them going out the Carabao Cup early doors, it literally is just once a week playing. And he's essentially right now, all he's doing is just training at Nottingham Forest. He's not actually doing anything else. Santos can go to Palace, maybe Everton if push comes to shove, potentially. What did Chelsea expect to happen with Santos? Forest are a very good team who should have loaned him to Lyon. Well, look, we didn't have enough international loan spaces. That's the problem. But as I said earlier, I don't know if you probably might have missed it, but because we didn't sell Lukaku permanently, that took up a slot we weren't expecting to take up. And the Ziyech deal was a loan deal with an obligation, so that wasn't, we couldn't get that sorted either. So it took up 2 spaces. Otherwise, I think he would have gone to a Lyon, or maybe he would have gone to a Porto or something like that, which would have been a lot better for his development. Would have been better. Facts that we're evens to beat Fulham needs to improve. Yeah, I mean, Spurs have been here before. The question is, when are they going to crumble like usual? Yeah, the Spurs will crumble at some point. They always will. Yeah, I think, look, it's between Man City. Man City's to lose, and I think Arsenal and Liverpool are going to be the closest challengers. What I'm scared is all the other big 6 like us are not in form. Who's going to stop them? Like Man City are miles better than are clear of Tottenham. Arsenal, I think, as well, despite the draw, are a better side than Tottenham. Guys, we really don't have to be worrying about Spurs as title winning aspirations. I think we need to kind of rein ourselves in a little bit. Any Spurs title talk after 7 games, is utter nonsense. But yeah, that would be great. It would be great. Yeah, Wolves could have potentially been a good option for Andre Santos as well. But yeah, this Forest move just does not seem to be working out for Andre Santos at all. And it's really a shame to see, because he's had a great preseason, and this would have been a really good, this would have been great to push him on, play regularly in the Premier League, get used to the league. Instead, he's just sat on the bench, and he's 8th choice. In midfield, they got Sangare, Dominguez, Mangala, Checo Kouate, Morgan Gibbs-White, Yates, Danilo, and then they've got Andre Santos in there as well. And he just isn't going to get any regular minutes ahead of those guys. There's no minutes again. This loan is really not going well. Look, could Forest have blatantly lied to us about how much they plan to use Santos and how many other midfielders they plan to sign in the summer? Because this doesn't reflect well on Chelsea on the loan department. It just looks like we haven't done our homework at all, or Forest have been lying to us. I suspect it's probably more us not doing our homework rather than Forest lying to us. I'm not really too sure on the situation, but yeah, look, it's certainly far from ideal. And right now, after 7 games, it appears to be a complete waste of a loan. By the way, people, keep smashing the like button. We're only on 19 likes, guys. We need to get this minimum 50 likes. We've got to be heading towards 100 likes as quickly as possible. So if you're locked in now, please smash that like button. It's free. It looks like this is a little thumbs up. It's free. It takes seconds to click. And it's one of the easiest ways that you can support myself and the channel. So please do that. And as I said at the top of the stream, we're 2 subscribers away from 6.5k. Let's knock those subscribers off, people. 6.5k, 2 more subscribers. So if you're locked in now, please hit that big red subscribe button. It's free, and it massively helps me out. Let's have a look here. Yes, big up Chelsea till I die. Dexter, hope you're good, brother. No offense, but Andre Santos has no future at Chelsea. No, I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true at all. He definitely does. He definitely does have a future. Santos is getting... Yeah, look, so far it does have similar hallmarks to the Gilmore loan. It looks like if it continues like this up until Christmas, where he's barely featuring or he's getting the odd few minutes here and there, then we absolutely have to rethink what's going on. Bro, you didn't play Liverpool off the park. You struggled to break them down with 9 men. This idea that Spurs played Liverpool off the park is an absolute nonsense. Mate, absolutely not rattled at all. Spurs aren't the real deal. You've had a good start to the season, a good first 7 games. A good win against Man United. Got a good draw at the Emirates, but yesterday you were handed the win on a plate. 2 red cards, a ridiculous decision in the VAR room. Spurs fans are so shameless. Like, sort of being second in the league after 7 games, it's like they've celebrated winning a trophy. But I suppose that kind of is a trophy to Spurs, given they win absolutely shit all. I think Chelsea should keep him. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit late now, but good things will happen this season. We need to be patient. Yeah. Why did we sign Ugachukwu when we already had Santos? I don't really know. I guess we're trying to get a good core of players for the future. We've got 5 very good midfield players now: Santos, Ugachukwu, Enzo, Caicedo, and Romeo Lavia. So look, we're set well for the future in midfield. He doesn't have a future at Chelsea. We still have Lavia waiting. I think eventually Gallagher will be sold. I don't expect Gallagher to stay beyond this season. He's not yet to be offered a new contract. He'll have 1 year left in the summer. But yeah, look, guys, this Santos loan move is not going well. And Chelsea got high hopes for him. I enjoyed watching him in pre-season. Thought he was very decent. But yeah, look, it's not going well. I think that's safe to say. And we're going to have to wait and see how this one progresses. But you know, if it continues in this vein or a similar vein up until Christmas, then yeah, we're like Santos is kind of in trouble, and we need to think about recalling him and trying to send him somewhere else in January. But again, it would have to be a domestic loan. We can't send him abroad because we don't have the slots. So we're going to have to hope that a better domestic loan would open up. Maybe, I'm sure another Premier League team would take him. Maybe a top championship club would take him. I don't think that would be a complete disaster. He just needs to be going to play football on a regular basis. Where's big up, bro? Hope you're doing well, brother. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts on the Andre Santos situation. It's not working out well. And it appears that Chelsea, sooner or later, are going to need to get Andre Santos out of this loan deal and find a new solution to him, because this just isn't working. It just isn't working at this point in time, and it doesn't look like it's going to change. So look, Chelsea are probably going to have to step in and do something, but it just looks dreadful. And it looks like we've not done our homework, or we've vastly underestimated what Forest were going to do in the transfer window, people. So yeah, it's not looking good for us on that front, guys. But let's move away from the Andre Santos stuff. As I said, guys, keep running those likes up, people. Keep running the likes up. No excuses not to be getting to 50 likes as quickly as possible. Keep smashing the like button. And please hit the subscribe button if you are new around here. 2 subscribers away from 6.5K. Surely there's 2 people in there that haven't subscribed. So please do hit the subscribe button. We need 1 more, guys. We need 1 more person to hit the subscribe button. If there's 1 more of you in here that hasn't hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit it. And if you want to support myself and become a channel member, then hit the link in the description. You can support myself and the channel for a very small amount of money each month. And it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But let's move away from the Andre Santos debacle. Let's have a quick look at the new kit then, people, because finally the Infinite Athlete sponsorship got approved and it was announced the other day. And we're just going to have a quick look at what the new shirt looks like that the boys will be wearing on Monday night against Fulham. I'll be honest, guys, it actually looks fucking good. Looks really good. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as a sponsorless kit. I do prefer the sponsorless kit, but it actually looks really clean. And I think it's turned out a lot better than a lot of us were expecting. Yes, you know, the lettering is quite big. It definitely stands out. But, I mean, I like it. I wasn't expecting to like it. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I thought it would be clear between the sponsorless and the sponsored version. Of course, the sponsorless one is still clear for me, but it's a lot closer than I was expecting. This is a really nice shirt. That obviously the women are in action in it now against Spurs. I think they're 1-0 up. Some things don't change. Yeah, the shirt's looking good, and hopefully the lads can get a win tomorrow with that shirt on. But yeah, that's just a quick look at the Chelsea strip now. It's completed with the Infinite Athlete sponsorship deal on the front. It is looking quite fresh, guys. I can't lie. It's looking quite fresh. Hope just a new sponsorship gives us luck. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. But yeah, just a quick one on that, people. We're going to dive into a Jacob Steinberg article now as well, guys. Just talking about how that Pochettino start, the environment around the place right now, and a little bit on the recruitment side of things as well, because I think a lot of people that tune in to me on a regular basis have not been particularly happy with the recruitment process in terms of only signing players under 25. Well, Jacob Steinberg again, this is obviously his sources. We'll take it as reliable. Chelsea decided there was little point in replacing experience with more experience. There was a willingness to absorb some short-term pain in a decision to sign only players under 25. It was not so much official policy not to buy older players, more a determination to put foundations in place for the future. Now, look, if that's true and to be believed, then I've got absolutely no problem with that. I think we absolutely have to, as a club, start looking and thinking long term, because all we ever were under Roman was short term. We operated on a season to season basis. We never planned anything long term under Roman. So look, I'm pleased to see that we're thinking about the long term and putting the foundations in place to be a success over the long term. So I'm pleased to hear that that's not going to be a situation where that is actually an official policy. And I think going forwards now, we will start to add some experience here and there as and when required, because the bulk of the squad is set and the foundations are laid, I think, for a very successful future. And I think, look, right now we're not in the best position, and it's been a tough start to the season, but this recruitment process was never going to be conducive to achieving results in the immediate short term. It was always weighted to having a more long-term success. Of course, it doesn't mean that you can't pick results up in the short term. It absolutely means you do have to pick them up. It just makes it a little bit more difficult. But I think in January, you will see Pochettino backed with some more experience coming in. But look, if this is to be believed, and we'll take it at face value, and we'll accept that it looks likely that this could well be the case, then I don't have an issue with this. Yes, you would like more experience, but it's important to lay the foundations for the long term. And when you're in a situation where we had to overhaul so much of the squad, and you look at other teams, for how many of those players are still going to be there in 3, 4, 5 years' time as part of their team? Not very many of them. How many of ours are going to still be here? The vast majority. So I think we're laying good, successful, good, solid foundations. And we need to sprinkle a little bit of experience in there now. But look, it's not official club policy. And to put foundations in place for the future, I think it's smart. We've not seen it done before. It's certainly not been something that's been done at Chelsea. So I really don't have an issue with this. I mean, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments in the chat. What are you thinking about this? I mean, what are your thoughts on us laying the foundations for the future and kind of pressing ahead? Because I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Because for me, I don't see it. I don't see it as a bad thing. Yes, we're all frustrated that perhaps there was not a bit more experience in the side because it's difficult to gel all these youngsters and stuff. No, experience is not necessarily based on age. Experience it can be age, but it's more about the amount of games you've played, your experience of big situations. You can be 25, 26 and be a very, very experienced football player with the amount of games under your belt, winning experience in terms of winning. You don't have to be an old, age is, it's not everything to do with age. It's not everything to do with age. I can understand that we need a team that's together. No, yeah, for sure. Then please do not start Gallagher or Sterling will start as a false nine. Broyer's only fit to play half an hour. We're gonna dive into the team a little bit later on. No, bro, John, I hear you on that. I still think I agree that it's a big gamble. Absolutely, there's no point lying about it. There's no denying that it is a bit of a gamble, and it will certainly be seen as a gamble. Guys, we've hit the 6,500 subscribers. Big up to the 2 people that have subscribed in this stream. It is greatly appreciated. Just because we've hit that 6,500 doesn't mean we can't continue, but we are now at 6,500 people. It's been a little bit of a slow burn after the transfer window because we are cooking in the transfer window. So yeah, it's time to keep it moving. 6.5k. Big up to everyone. Thank you so much for the support. It's the Man City approach, and that's worked out for them brilliantly. I don't know if it is the Man City approach, but it's certainly similar to that. Big fish already on target for CFC women. Yep, big up to the CFC women who are putting Spurs in their place. Good, this isn't our policy. Agreed. Yeah, I think we were. I think you're hearing already, Ivan Toney potentially for January. That would be an experienced head, which would obviously be big. We won without Sterling. Yeah, we did, but it was, again, a cup game. Big up to the Spurs. We've got a few Spurs fans in the building. We Spurs fans have a right to be happy. We just beat Liverpool yesterday. No right to chat, bro. Just look at your trophy cabinet, and then talk about right to chat. Because yeah, you've had a good start to the season, but brother, you are nothing on us. Nothing on us. You know, only team in London with the European Cup, league titles, FA Cups, League Cups, the lot. World Cup champions. You haven't won anything since what 2008, and you're giving it the big un after 7 games, where you scrape past 9-man Liverpool with the help of the officials. Shameless. Have some shame. Yeah, cool. Enjoy your win against Liverpool, but don't give it the big one that you weren't massively lucky and helped out by the officials. So yeah, Spurs fans getting way too big for their boots. I like Big Ange. I think he's done a great job at Spurs, and Spurs have been played some nice football this summer. But the way they're going on about the win over Liverpool, as if it wasn't handed to them on a plate by the officials, is mad. Man City get experience though. We haven't. We need experience when Silva leaves. No, I think we're setting a defense. We're setting a defense. Yeah, I hear it. 12 points behind Spurs. Well, if we win tomorrow, it won't be 12 points. So Sterling will play tomorrow. He will. He'll play as a false 9 because we haven't got anyone else to do it. He will play as a false 9. By the way, guys, keep running the likes up. We need to get 20 more likes to hit 50 likes, people. So come on, people. You know, there's 42 in the building. Not huge numbers, but I appreciate each and every single one of you that has tuned in. We need to hit 50 likes as quickly as possible. So, yeah, people, come on. 20 more likes. There's definitely loads of you in here that have not smashed that like button. So stop freeloading the content, people. Smash a like. It really supports me and the channel, so please do it. Our squad is good enough to get top 4. It probably is. Not just about experience. Agreed. No Spurs in this at all. No Spurs in this at all, because we're starting from scratch, a completely new team. Big Ange, you already had solid foundations. You had a couple of players here and there, and he's had a big impact. No two ways about it. Of course he has. But to compare Chelsea and Spurs at starting at the same point is utterly deluded. And Kunku won't be back until January time, maybe December. I don't know where we're going to score tomorrow. It's going to have to be a set piece or something like that. Thing is, though, Fulham don't score many goals themselves. I think they've got 5 or 6 in the first 6. So let's wait and see. You don't care about trophies. Mate, you'd swap. You're dying to win a trophy. You're dying to win a trophy. Like, you're celebrating a win over Liverpool as if you've won a trophy, and you're talking about you don't care about the trophies. Yeah, Spurs are a better team right now. Of course they are, but you're in a completely different process compared to us. You know, we've got literally a brand new 11, which is going to take time to gel. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it's about trophies. Chelsea will win a trophy before Spurs does. Spurs are allergic to winning trophies. Yeah, you might be doing better than us after the first 7 games, but absolutely, you're not going to win any trophies before we do. It's absolutely as simple as that. And you know, you're going to enjoy your best ever manager lifting a trophy in the blue of your fierce rivals. I don't know how you're going to feel about that. Our midfield and defense will come good, but I don't know if this attack is ready yet. Yeah, look, I don't worry about the defense. The midfield is set. It just needs a bit more time to blossom together as a partnership. And then we've obviously got the attack needs more time to gel. It is getting better. I don't know Spurs as actual fans. No, I don't want us to lose either. Yeah, we're going to get into the team news a little bit later on. Guys, over 50 in the building now. These likes need to start going through the roof, people. Come on, guys. No excuses not to be smashing a like, guys. No excuses. What else have we got going on in the chat? Yeah, we could do. We absolutely could win a trophy. Maybe a cheeky Carabao Cup. I'd take that. Pot just got Spurs. Oh, Postecoglou's got Spurs playing. Same style of football as he had Celtic playing. It is a one-trick pony. They've got one way of playing right now. Our process we're in right now is completely... This was a working model for a certain amount of time, but it wasn't conducive to long-term success. Bro, you watch your team play football to win. That's what you do as a fan. You long for the days out at Wembley or wherever these finals are to win the trophies. That's the memories you take home. That's the memories as a player you want. You remember winning things. No one remembers. Oh, do you remember when we played some nice football in the first 7 games of a season when Big Ange came in? Like, bro, it's all about winning. It's all about winning trophies. If you can do both, play nice football and win trophies, great. But at the end of the day, I don't care if I sit through a 1-0 snore fest every week. If my team's lifting trophies and I'm celebrating that with all the fans, that is the most important thing in football. And football is about winning trophies. That's why everyone plays football, because they want to win. Not everyone has got a chance to win, but you play to win. It's not about playing nice, entertaining football. Football is about winning. Simple as that. Look, I think there's a fair point to be made that did it need to be ripped up this quickly and in this much of an extreme fashion. But there's no, in my mind, there's no way that you can say that what we were doing was sustainable to continue doing that. It absolutely wasn't. We had to have a change of tact and a change of situation. And I think this will come good. It's a different way of operating. And look, if owners are taking a bit of flack right now, but if this comes good, then, I expect the apologies from certain people to be as loud as the criticism's been. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. I would win League Cup. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a League Cup. I'll take the League Cup. But yeah, we're going to move on from that. We are going to move on from that. We're going to just move into another quick bit from that article as well. This one here. So it's quite refreshing to hear this as well. I know some of you in the chat won't like this, but look, again, it's all about getting results as quickly as possible. But Chelsea have looked beyond the results, studied the data, and concluded that the situation will improve. I think that's a fair thing to say. I don't think any of us honestly think that the situation isn't going to improve. There is comfort to be found in numbers indicating that Mauricio Pochettino is pushing this young squad in the right direction. I think that's also a fair thing to say as well. Again, there's not really a cry of comfort for the lack of points, but I don't think anyone can argue that the football has been better than the points indicate. Again, that doesn't really matter, because it's all about getting the points on the board. But I think as Chelsea fans, as frustrating as it is, and we want to win, and we want to get the points on the board, we want goals, etc. Like, the start to the season hasn't been as horrendous in terms of performance-wise as is being made out. We're creating a lot of chances. The same old problem. If we had someone that puts the ball in the net, we're miles higher at the table than we are. We're not a million miles away from clicking and getting ourselves back in that Champions League qualification race. We really aren't. But again, it's the age-old thing. We can't put the ball in the back of the net, and if you can't score in football matches, you're not going to win very many, which is exactly what's happened to us so far this season. We are not winning very many games of football, because we can't score. But it is pleasing to see that we're looking beyond the results. Of course, the results can't be ignored. But it's important that we're looking at the numbers, the underlying numbers for the performances, and I think this squad is heading in the right direction. It might be a little bit of a slow burner, but I do think it's heading in the right direction. I don't think this is going to be dangerous, and I don't think we're going to be in trouble in the long term. I really don't. So. Yeah, I think there's positive times ahead for the club, and we will get back to where we are, but it's just going to take a little bit of bro. We got 2 Champions League trophies, memories to last a lifetime, Munich and Porto. The fact that your greatest memories are matches you've won and no trophies says it all. Like, greatest memories, what do Chelsea have? 2 Champions League. Unbelievable memories, becoming champions of the world as well, winning Super Cups, winning Premier League titles, winning FA Cups, winning absolutely everything there is to win. I don't know if you're trolling or if you're just utterly deluded, but yeah, that's embarrassing. Probably time for you to go and have a lie down. I mean, what am I reading here? What is going on? Everyone's welcome in the chat, but I mean, Jesus Christ, let's have a bit of reality here. What does Chelsea have? To start with, 5 Premier League titles and 2 European Cups, let alone all the domestic honours. What have you got? An Audi Cup, like some sort of Singapore Sailors Cup that you won in pre-season. Yeah, mad. But yeah, let's move away from that. I was going to go, and this ties in nicely with some quotes that Gianfranco Zola was brought up in an interview in the Times, and I think he actually hits the nail on the head and gets this absolutely spot on. Zola believes departures. Is that the one I was looking for? Was it that one? Oh no, it wasn't that one. 2 seconds, people. Let me find the Zola one that I'm looking for. This is the one. This one here. So Zola saying that the supporters don't identify with these players yet. There are a lot of new players, young ones, and they are not fulfilling the expectations of the supporters, and that is creating, let's say, dissatisfaction. When you invest so much money and you bring in so many new players, the risk is you don't form a group because it's difficult. The players have to create a bond. It takes time. I hope the supporters understand the expectation level can't be like it was 4 or 5 years ago. This is not the same team now. This team is forming itself. That's the problem at the moment. And that is I couldn't sum that up better myself. That is literally word for word perfect. This is exactly the situation we're in now. Too many Chelsea fans are thinking that this team is the same as the teams 4 or 5 years ago. And it just simply is not the case, guys. It's not the case. You know, yes, there's a bit of a disconnect right now because these players haven't formed a bond with the fans yet because we're only 7 games in and there's so many new players. And these things are going to take time. There's no denying that these things are going to take time. Under Roman, we paid for big names. Sheva and Torres, they still failed. We lost great prospects. Look, Musiala wasn't our fault. He wanted to go to Germany. There wasn't anything we could do about it. Salah and De Bruyne, I don't think they could be deemed mistakes to get rid of them because they did absolutely nothing at Chelsea. And it's not like they straight away went and became an instant success. They went to a few clubs before becoming the players that they are today. But yeah, look, this is why it surprises me that people are so keen on Osimhen, because I'm not saying he's not a bad player, but people seem to look past the fact that those types of signings, we've had so many of those fail over the years, yet people are still dead keen on us making them. It doesn't really make an awful lot of sense or any sense at all. You know, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. People are saying Pulisic might be the steal of the summer. Look, Pulisic was always going to do well in Serie A. It suits his playing style. He's playing regularly. Look, he's not a bad player. No, mate, I'm not ignoring the progress. Spurs have absolutely made progress. I've been very vocal on that. Spurs have made progress, 100%. But to be starting talking about Spurs in a title race and all this sort of thing is a nonsense. I mean, if Spurs qualify for the Champions League, that's a phenomenal season. You know, but look, they've definitely made progress. That's not being denied. But I'm not denying that at all. You know, Emirates was a big point for them, and you know, psychologically massive as well. Not to get turned over at that stadium and to hit back twice from behind is a positive for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of Spurs fans are getting very carried away. But yeah, look, this is key that there's too many supporters don't understand that the expectation level can't be the same as it was 4 or 5 years ago because it's not the same team. It's not the same Chelsea. It's not the same situation. The team's not formed yet. Once this team formed, whether it's 1 or 2 seasons, then the expectation levels can start to re-rise again. And the problem at the moment is that a team's forming itself. And when you're forming a team, there's going to be teething issues. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. We are seeing bumps in the road, but the underlying performances and the numbers and the data and all these sort of things are positive. We just need to find our shooting boots right now, because in general, we create a lot of chances and the performances have been pretty decent. I don't think there's any denying that. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens. But look, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'm pretty keen. I'm pretty keen to see what happens here. But yeah, look, Zola I think sums it up perfectly. I think he really does. and just has to negotiate bumps in the road, even though he's walking on water just now. Yeah, the big thing will be, how do Spurs react when they lose a couple of games on the spin? Because that will happen. That will happen, and it's going to be interesting to see how they react to that. Guys, by the way, we're still only on 36 likes. Come on, people. Let's get this minimum. This needs 50 likes, guys. Come on. You know, it shouldn't be hard to smash that like button. It's free. It takes seconds, and it really, really, really helps me out, guys. So please run those likes up to 50. There's definitely plenty of you in here lurking that haven't hit that like button. So please, please, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And yeah, let's keep running the likes up, people. We're going to be going for a little while longer. Please, please, please smash the like button. There's no excuses not to. But yeah, I just think too many fans have got unrealistic expectation levels for where Chelsea are as a club right now. The standard at Chelsea, and this is not me accepting lower standards, the standard at Chelsea is always to win every trophy available to you. Always try to do that. But there's also no harm in accepting that right now we're not in a position to be hitting the standards we normally demand of ourselves. We simply aren't. As Zola says, the team's forming, and that's the problem right now. There's going to be teething issues when you're building a new team. It doesn't just happen. 2-0 Chelsea women, fantastic. Lauren James with the goal, brilliant to see. It doesn't just happen, guys. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen. You know, there are going to be more bumps in the road. I think there'll be more bumps in the road this season. You know, I believe in this team. I believe in the project. But yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. There are going to be some hefty bumps in the road potentially still. So yeah, look, these next two fixtures are so important. But I think Zola sums it up. And too many fans just cannot detach themselves from the Chelsea of the past to the current Chelsea. They just can't see past it. They just think that, you know, Chelsea are the same thing. We've totally reset as a club. The club in just over a year has been completely reset from top to bottom. So yeah, you know, the performances. I'm not saying I'm saying that they've been fundamentally not been bad. Of course, you know, we haven't got the points we deserve, and they need to be better. But you can't sit and watch Chelsea and say that the performances have been absolutely dire. I've been to every game this season except the Luton one, and the performances on the pitch have not been dire. You know, there's been more than enough chances created to win several of those games, and we haven't been comprehensively outplayed. And you know, we're not far away from clicking. You know, and that's what I say. That's why I always say, you know, I'd much rather be in Chelsea's position than United, because at least we're improving. Whereas United are just getting away with it right now, and you can't keep getting away from it. Getting away with it, sorry. You can't keep getting away with it, which is what they're doing. They're playing badly and just about scraping by. Whereas I think we're going to improve a lot. The ceiling's a lot higher, and I'd much rather be in our position right now. I really would, and I don't think that's a ridiculous thing to be saying. I really don't. I really don't think it's a ridiculous thing to say at all. So yeah, let's wait and see. But look, I don't think the performances have been awful. What else have we got going on here? Patience, guys. Yeah, Chelsea will come good. It just depends when, and it is frustrating as fans because you expect more. But this is a different Chelsea than the one we've been used to, and we're going to have to accept that we're not ready to win on a consistent basis just yet. But we are working as hard as possible to get to that point. We absolutely are. Chelsea will be back. Can't wait. Yeah, we'll be back. So people can enjoy this down spell because we will be back. I think we'll surprise people in our October, November fixtures. I've got a feeling we could surprise a few people as well. People are giving us absolutely no chance in the run of games coming up, but I don't see it that way. I really don't. Don't really like the way Sterling plays. He holds the ball up way too long. The opposition team gets back. Yeah, look, I'm not a huge fan of Sterling. He started well the first few games, but he's kind of reverted to type, which is shit, essentially. So, yeah, look, we will wait and see. We will wait and see. But, yeah, look, Sterling at false 9 really doesn't offer me an awful lot of hope. It doesn't offer me an awful lot of hope if I'm being totally honest. No, we can't. Bro, I'm not thinking about Burnley right now. We've got the Fulham game to sort out first. We soon play well when we have a squad. Yeah, again, another thing that people overlook. Look, again, not an excuse because the teams we've put out should be beating the likes of Forest and doing better against Aston Villa. But the fact we still don't have a full squad available, we've still got so many first team players out injured, is not helping the cause. But look, Chelsea absolutely have to do better. And the underlying signs are promising. And for me, it's only a matter of time when until the performances click. It really is only a matter of time. It really is. And people can think that's deluded. Fine. You know, it's my opinion. And I think that this will come good. I think this will come good. But let's hope so. Let's hope so. Start Washington. Mate, I wouldn't be starting. I wouldn't be starting Washington. But he's been playing in the 21s. If Washington had featured in the Carabao Cup, then maybe so. But you're not going to chuck him straight in to a big Premier League game. It'll be Sterling at false nine. I'm almost certain of that. Broja, Poch has already confirmed that Broja is only fit to play half an hour tops, unless he was bullshitting. And we suddenly but it'd be a complete surprise if he started. We are playing good and defending well as well. It's just a matter of scoring goals and everything will be fine. Yeah, look, again, scoring goals is the biggest thing and the hardest thing to do, but that's all that's missing from this team. That's all that's missing from this team right now is goals. Defensively, we're sound. We don't ship many goals. Midfield, we're decent. It's just in that final third we lack composure and we lack a clinical edge, and that's been the case for a while now. But I think that will improve over time, hopefully. Zola was spot on. Fans need to accept the lows that come our way. We go through the hard times. The club needs support. The club needs support right now. It's fine to criticize. I've criticized performances this season and criticized Chelsea where it's fair. And I also give praise where it's fair and say it how I see it. If people think differently, that's absolutely fine. But it's not a me problem. It's a you problem. If you can't see that Chelsea are in a bit of a transitional phase right now, and you're demanding the same as 4 or 5 years ago, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem for not being able to see the situation for what it is. I don't think Bro will be fit for a full 90 minutes for a while. Guys, 6 more likes. Keep running those likes up, people. Keep running those likes up. 6 more till we hit 50. It's been a bit of a slow burner on the likes, guys, but let's get this to at least 50. The target, as always, is 100. But please, please, please run those likes up, guys. No excuses not to be smashing the shit out of that like button, people. So, guys, smash that like button like we're going to smash Fulham tomorrow. Let's get this to 50 likes. Come on, people. Let's get this to 50 likes. 5 more. And keep smashing the subscribe button as well, guys. And if you want to support myself and the channel, hit the link in the description below. And for a very small fee each month, you can become a member of the channel for additional perks. And as we build up the membership base, they'll start doing member-only shows as well. So hit the link in the description to support myself and the channel if you wish to do so. It is obviously greatly appreciated. We are where Man United are at the moment, but at least we don't concede that many goals. Yeah, look, the only difference between us and United is they've got a couple of players that can put the ball in the net right now. That's the only difference. They're not miles better than us. They absolutely aren't. Hutchinson doing well for Ipswich. Yeah, it's great to see. Chukwuemeka was back in full training. I think he could be on the bench, maybe, potentially. Badiashile and Chalobah aren't back yet. No, they're not ready still. We are ready to back our club completely, but this is plain stupidity. Signing 15 to 20 players. We're not going to do that. We were purely rebuilding the squad. Now it's going to be very much a case of kind of 1 or 2 quality additions, one or two in, 1 or 2 out. We've done the main squad rebuild. That has been taken care of. What about the League Cup against Blackburn? Yeah, I think there's a chance that Broja could certainly start the League Cup game against Blackburn. I think that's the 1st of November. I think that's definitely an opportunity for the debut. I think that's a very, very strong possibility. But yeah, guys, I think we're probably gonna. It's true. Chukwuemeka's back. Yeah, we've done that. Yeah, Carney's not going to start, but he could certainly feature and get a few minutes. Guys, we're going to move. Blackburn looked poor today. Yeah, Leicester gave them a bit of a seeing to, but Leicester are giving most teams a seeing to in the Championship. We shouldn't have any problems beating Blackburn. Again, that game's a month away, so we don't need to think about that right now. Chelsea women obviously dismantling Spurs, which is great to see. But yeah, let's move on to the team lineup then, guys. And there's a few selection headaches that need to be sorted out. Let's bring up on the screen. For this is not what I think Poch is going to do. This is the team that I would be picking. And I think the team that gives us the best chance to win the game tomorrow. Guys, as always, get your thoughts in the chat as well. Join along with me. It's always interesting to hear your thoughts on the matter. I think it's clear who's going to start in goal. Robert Sanchez. He's actually named in the Who Scored Team of the Month. He's actually started life reasonably well at Chelsea. I think he's maybe done better than a lot of people would have expected. Yeah, that'd be the one thing that I ask for. But yeah, Sanchez to start in goal. I don't think that's really much of a conversation to be had there. Hopefully, he has a bit of a better game than he did against Brighton. He improved in the second half, but the distribution was absolutely horrendous, particularly in that first half. But this is where the selection issues start for me, because at the back, there are a few decisions to make. We've got Ben Chilwell missing our first choice left back, and we've got both right backs out, Reece James through injury and Malo Gusto through suspension. Now, there are several options here we could go with. You could go with Cucurella at left back, Disasi at right back. You could have Levi Colwell at left back, put Cucurella at right back, continue with Disasi and Colwell in the middle. You could have left back Colwell, Silva and Disasi in the middle, right back Cucurella. You know, there are a lot of different options, but for me, this is what I think we should be doing. Axel Disasi at right back. I know people have been calling. They wanted to see a continuation of Disasi and Colwell in the middle. And look, I'm not totally against continuing to see that. But at the same time, people, we need to be. We need. I still think Thiago Silva can offer a lot to this team. There'd even been a suggestion that Levi Colwell had been playing at left back this season to help accommodate for Silva's lack of pace. Now, whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But for me, the Sassy starts at right back. Cucurella did very well at right back in the second half against Brighton in midweek, but he certainly put himself in the conversation to start there. But for me, Cucurella starts at left back. So I'm going to go to Sassy at right back. He's played there at Monaco. He started the season well. So I think it's clear, well, it's certainly in my mind, that the Disasi should be starting at right back. Left back is going to be Cucurella. And I explained why he's going to be playing over Martson for me, because I don't think Martson is viewed as a left back by Pochettino. He's not played there once in pre-season. He's not played there once in any of the appearances he's made so far this season. I'm going Cucurella left back. This is going to be the opportunity that Cucurella needs. Poch was really pleased with his performance in the midweek. So, yeah, look, I think this is an opportunity for Cucurella that he probably wasn't expecting to have. It's who thought that? Who thought that? But Cucurella, I think, did very well in midweek. So Cucurella at left back, and a big opportunity for him now to continue. He did a good job against Matoma. Let's see what he can do up against the likes of Willian as well, the former Chelsea player. Let's see if he can contain him as well. But yeah, Cucurella starting at left back for me, Disasi at right back. And then in the middle, I'm going with the only two centre-backs who've actually got left, because with Fofana, Badiashile and Chalobah all still out. I'm going Thiago Silva. And I'm going with Levi Colwell in the middle here. So that, for me, I think is the best solution in the back four. No, I'm pretty sure. No, Cucurella played. He played in a three. He played in the back three, and then in the second half he shifted to right back when for I don't know why, but he shifted to right back. So I think Cucurella. Look, Cucurella could play right back. Sure, he absolutely could. But for me personally, and this is the team that I'd go with. But I'm always interested to hear your guys' thoughts on the situations. That for me is what I'd go with. Cucurella at right back. I just keep Cucurella at right back. Yeah, I think I keep him at left back as well. That's the back line I'd go with. But there are a few other options there. You could have said do Disasi and Colwell in the middle, Cucurella at right back, and play in Martin at left back. That's a possibility. You could play Cucurella right back, Colwell left back, and Disasi and Silva in the middle if you wanted to do that. There are options there, but for me, this is what I would like to see, and I think this is what gives us the best chance of doing a job. It just, you can't really expect too much of a link up on that right hand side with Disasi, but you'll understand my reasoning behind some selections a little bit later on. But yeah, let's move into the midfield then, people. Keep running those likes up as well, by the way. Let's try and get this to 60 likes. There's 8 more likes to the 60 mark, guys. So yeah, keep smashing that like button, guys. No excuses not to. I know I rattle on about it quite a lot, but it's such a easy, simple, and free way to support the channel. It boosts it. It helps boost the content further up in the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button, guys. No excuses not to be doing that. And hit the like button as well, as I was saying. Let's run it up to 60 likes. Come on, people. In the middle, and there's no excuses not to see this. Look, I think it's a little bit harsh on Leslie Ugochukwu, who had a good game in midweek, had a good game against Bournemouth. It was good when he came off the bench against Aston Villa. But I think we've got to make the decision here that Caicedo had a good game, his best game in a Chelsea shirt, I think, against Brighton in the week. Going Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in the pivot. That is what we need to be seeing now on a more regular basis. Caicedo and Enzo allow this partnership to flourish, which I think it will do. I don't know. I thought it was good. I mean, look, he should have been sent off, sure. If VAR is in operation, then he's off. But I actually thought he did. I thought he did well. I don't think he was terrible. I thought he did quite well. He was very good against Bournemouth. I thought against Brighton he was half decent. But look, Enzo and Caicedo, and I don't want to see any more Enzo Fernandez in that number 10 role, people. We know it doesn't work. He's not a number 10. It doesn't suit his skill set and his attributes. He's best as a deep lying playmaker and linking up with a number 10. That's best for him. So Enzo and Caicedo needs to be that pivot, and that means Conor Gallagher needs to be dropped. And Poch has started him in every single game this season, so that'll be quite a big thing for him to end up to not select Conor Gallagher. And Gallagher's done well to start the season, but he can't be playing week in, week out for Chelsea. I don't think he's of the required quality yet to do that. He needs to improve his game in certain aspects and improve overall as a footballer if he is going to improve if he's going to improve as an overall situation. So let's see. But yeah, look, Gallagher for me needs to be dropped. Do I have faith that Pochettino is going to do it? No, I don't. But Gallagher has to be dropped to accommodate Cole Palmer. It's as simple as that. And that moves me into my next selection of Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer has got to play in this number 10 position. Right now, if he's not playing, it's a detriment to the team. He was superb in midweek. He's been great off the bench in the 3 Premier League games. So, yeah, look, Palmer for me playing on that in that number 10 role. He's been exceptional. Enzo and Palmer can link up nicely. Enzo's is going to work much better having a number 10 to feed. And Palmer's one of those players that never shies away from the ball, wants to get on the ball, always looks to make things happen with his first intention. And he's been really, really good and just screams quality. So yeah, look, he needs to start, and it'll be an absolute disgrace if he doesn't start. It really will. I won't be pleased if Cole Palmer's not starting. So Cole Palmer in that number 10 role. Then for me, I'm going to play Ian Martson on the right-hand side because of that extra defensive. Him and Disasi can double up on that right-hand side, and Martson can help Disasi out defensively. So for me, going Ian Martson on that right-hand side, and I'm going with Ian Martson on that right-hand side for the reason that I gave, and because we don't have a fit centre forward, which means Raheem Sterling is going to have to play as a false nine. So that's why Ian Martson starts there. Look, Noni Madueke has not played for a few weeks. He's been in and out of the squad. He's been struggling with an injury. He'll be back in the squad, but I'd be shocked if he starts. I think he'll be on the bench. But what I think, look, for me personally, I think this is the best setup. But I agree, Gallagher doesn't have to be dropped to get Madueke is fit now, I think, so he should be in the matchday squad. He should be fit and ready to go. By the way, guys, 70 people locked in. Please hit the like button. Let's get this up to 60 likes, guys. No excuses not to. We need 4 more likes to hit 60. Come on, people. There's definitely 4 of you that haven't smashed it, so please smash the like button, guys. It's free. It takes seconds. It really helps me out, as I've said numerous occasions. There's too many of you in it that are not hitting the like button. You know, it's free content. I bring you the content on a regular basis. I enjoy interacting with all of you. So yeah, please, let's get this to 60 likes minimum. But keep smashing the like button. Let's run these likes up as high as we possibly can in the remainder of the stream. What else have we got popping off here? I haven't seen. Yeah, Sterling's been stinking the gaff out recently. He's been poor. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be that. Again, for me, I continue with Mudryk on the left. He's been our best attacker in recent games. Obviously, Cole Palmer's done very well, but Mudryk seems to be finding a newfound confidence. You know, he's had a run of 3 games in a row. And you know, it's paying dividends. Poch believes in him. He's always causing problems. He's a bit rough around the edges, but you know, he's a threat, and he needs to continue with his 4th start on the back. He's got a standing ovation in the Carabao Cup in midweek, which would have done his confidence an absolute world of good. So yeah, let's see how he fares in this game. But look, he absolutely has to start. No two ways about him. So yeah. Yeah, you got to love Emma Hayes. You can't help but not like Emma Hayes. Doing an absolutely superb job with the Chelsea women. An absolutely superb job. Cannot be discounted. Yes, brother. I hope you're good. Yeah, I hope we can, mate. I hope we can. So Mudryk, Palmer, and Martson, and then unfortunately for me, it's not going to be David Washington because he's not played any minutes for Chelsea so far, and it would be an absolute shock if he was chucked straight in. Broya Pochettino said unless he's bluffing, he's only fit to play 30 minutes, which I don't think he is bluffing. So that's going to be the situation there. So unfortunately, it is going to be a situation where Raheem Sterling is going to have to play as a false 9, which is not ideal at all. But it's the best we can do with Nicholas Jackson. With Nicholas Jackson suspended, with Broya not fit, and with Washington having not kicked a single ball for Chelsea yet. So yeah, look, guys, it is going to be an interesting one. But that is what we're going to have to do. We're obviously not going to be able to put too many balls into the box because Sterling doesn't offer much of an aerial threat. His hold-up play is not going to be very good. So we're going to have to rely on a lot of intricate passes and a lot of playing the ball on the deck. So these players, Palmer, Mudryk, Martson, they're all going to be super important in this game tomorrow. But look, again, that's what I think we should see. But if I'm being totally honest, I think what we will see is something more like this. We'll see Cole Palmer on the right-hand side, and you'll see Conor Gallagher playing in that number 10 role. If Gallagher does start tomorrow, he has to be playing as a number 10. You know, or as the more advanced player. We can't have Gallagher as a deep lying player and Enzo playing more advanced because it simply doesn't work. Simply does not work. So that's what you could see there. If Gallagher plays, I think you're more likely to see this. But it's my team. This is what I think Poch will do with Gallagher playing there. But for me, this has to be the team. And I think this gives us the best opportunity of winning the game. Fulham will be up for it. Craven Cottage is a tough place to go. Willian will be up for it, as he always is. Front line hasn't got much hold-up play. Agreed. Broyer's not fit. Broyer's fit to play half an hour, is what Pochettino said. So expect to see him come on for the last 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how the game is going. Lineup would be Sanchez, Cuckoo, Colwell, Silva, Martin, Enzo, Caicedo. Broyer's not fit to start, bro. I would be starting Broyer, but he simply isn't fit to start. So there's no point me putting him in the team because he simply is not fit to play. Simple as that. Guys, we're still 2 likes away from 60 likes. Come on, guys. Keep smashing the like button, people. 2 likes away from 60 likes. Come on, people. Run them up, run them up, run them up, run them up. And keep subscribing to the channel if you are new round here as well. It is greatly appreciated to be edged towards 7K now. We're over halfway to 7K, guys. So keep smashing the subscribe button if you are new round here, people. Please do that. Please do that. It is obviously greatly appreciated if you can do that. What else have we got going on, people? That would be my team. That is the team that I think gives Chelsea the best chance. 2-1 to Chelsea women. Fair. People in the chat, let me know your thoughts. Is there anything you'd be changing from my preferred lineup? What are you guys saying in the chat? Anyone disagreeing? And don't say Broyer to start because he's not fit to start. Has anyone got any rear? Noni is fit again. He should be in the squad, but he's not played for a while now. I don't think he's played since the Carabao Cup tie against Wimbledon. So I'd be shocked if he was chucked straight in to start. But it can't be fully ruled out. That much is clear. It can't be fully ruled out. That's for sure. I hate seeing Sterling in our lineup. It's like he's being played purely based on his wage. I hear it. I agree. Gallagher probably will start. But I'm saying from anyone disagree with the lineup that I've put on screen in terms of what you'd like to see? Would anyone like to see Gallagher start? Would anyone like to see a different situation? Would anyone like to see, Palmer on the right-hand side, Martin playing at left back? Burstow wasn't good. Is not good enough. As simple as that. Not good enough. I would start Bray if he was fit to start because it's better than playing Sterling as a false nine. At least he's an actual out-and-out centre forward. That's really important. He's an out-and-out centre forward. So yeah, that is important, people. That is absolutely important. What else have we got going on here, guys? Guys, I think we can hit 70 likes on this, before we round out. 70 people in the building, 61 likes. 9 more likes before rounding the stream out in the next 5 minutes or so. Keep smashing the like button, people. Let's get these likes up to 70. Come on, guys. Don't freeload the content. Pay your rent, people. Smash that like. It's really important. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Who's saying what in the chat? Bit worried about Willian. Fair. I can't see us scoring from open play in this game. Best chances to make as much of the set pieces. Yeah, I agree on that. It's not looking likely a goal from open play. But we can hope for the best. But yeah, we're gonna have to make the most of set pieces. Absolutely. Remember last year at Craven Cottage and Joao Felix's debut, we scored from a set play through Koulibaly. Maybe another Disasi goal tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe Levi Colwell gets his first goal for Chelsea. Let's wait and see. But yeah, it's hard to have much faith in there being many goals from open play on our side because we don't really score many goals. That's the reality of the situation, people, is we don't score an awful lot of goals. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. We don't score many goals. So let's wait and see, people. Let's wait and see. But yeah, look, I think it's going to be a tight game. Not many goals in it. We'd all love to win. Fulham this season have scored 5 goals and conceded 10. We've scored 5 goals and conceded 6. So in terms of conceding 6 goals, we are right up there in the top 3. City have conceded 5, Arsenal 6, and yeah, we're joint second for for goals conceded. So we've got the joint second best defense in the league so far this season. But yeah, look, we've scored 5 goals in 6 Premier League games, the same as Fulham. So yeah, look, we can't be expecting too much tomorrow. We can't be expecting too many goals. But at one point, I think it's going to click, and we will smash a team like 4 or 5 nil. I'm not saying it's going to be tomorrow night, but someone soon will be on the receiving end of a thrashing from us soon. So yeah, let's wait and see. If we don't win, I think if we draw, I think there'll be a boo if we draw. Understand that Brea's not fit, and if that's the case, but we have to play Sterling false 9. Well, we're going to have to. Yeah, I think Thiago Silva as captain tomorrow makes sense. Ollie Watkins, yeah, he did. I think we kick-started his season. The goal that he got against us was his first of the season, and now he's pushed on from there. He has pushed on from there. Guys, 4 more likes to 70 likes. Come on, people. Come on, people. Problem Luton. Yeah. But yeah, guys, look, that is the team that I'd be going with tomorrow. The defense was never the issue. Yeah, exactly. The defense was never a problem. I don't think the midfield's a problem right now either. It is purely lacking a cutting edge in the final third. That is the problem. That's what's holding us back right now. Yeah, unless we win, it could well be booed by certain sections of the away end. That is true. I don't think we can deny that in any way. But yeah, that's the team that I would go with, guys. I think all that remains now is score predictions. Guys, get your score predictions in the chat. What are you saying tomorrow night score prediction? I think it's going to be a very, very low scoring game. I'm going with a 1-0 Chelsea or a 1-1 draw. I cannot see us scoring more than 1. If we concede first, then we are in trouble. I think the best we can do is grab a draw. I really do. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens on that front. But I'm going to back the boys. For me, it's 1-1 or 1-0, but I'm going to back the boys. I'm going to go 1-0. What are people saying in the chat? Guys in the chat, get your score predictions in right now. What are you people saying? I've gone 1-0 Chelsea because I believe in the boys, and we're going to make it back-to-back wins and 2 wins in a week, which will be really, really important for us. So yeah, people, what are you lot saying? What are you lot saying? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. We've got a 0-0. We've got 1-0 Chelsea, 1-1. We've got 2-1 Thiago Silva, Mudryk, and Palhinha scoring for Fulham. As Thiago Silva and Mudryk scoring would be wonderful. It would be fantastic if that could occur. That would be brilliant. But yeah, people, I'm going 1-0. Let's have a quick look. Got a feeling 0-0. I want a 1-0 of Cole Palmer getting his first goal. Yeah, I mean, I'll take anyone right now. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. I know it's depressing, but let's see where a win would take us tomorrow. A win tomorrow, you have to scroll so far down. So we're 15th at the moment, having played 6 games. We're on 5 points. A win tomorrow, 8 points, would put us 11th. So a win tomorrow would put us 11th in the table. On 8 points, how many points outside the Champions League spaces would we be? We'd be 7 points outside Champions League football with a win tomorrow. So right now we're 10 points outside Champions League football with a game in hand. So a win puts us 7 points outside of Champions League football. So guys, it's not, Brighton, and Brighton getting hammered yesterday as well makes a big difference as well. Makes a big difference. So look, guys, if we win tomorrow, we're only 7 points. We're 7 points off the Champions League, which, considering our start to the season and only 1 win in the first 6 games, it could have been a lot worse. Yes, 7 points is still a lot of points to make up, but I don't think it's I don't think it's awful, people. I don't think it's absolutely dire. 7 points off the Champions League is not where we want to be. If we win tomorrow, we're 7 points off, and we can try and rescue that and get some sort of damage limitation going on. But yeah, 15th in the table doesn't look good. We are, how many points off the top are we, just out of interest? I'm going to have to scroll up because we're so far down the table. Top's 18 points and we're on 5. So if we win tomorrow, we're 10 points off the top after 7 games, which is not what you want. We're not going to win the league anyway, but I'm just looking sort of top 4, top 5. We are, if a win tomorrow puts us 7, 8 points off those Champions League places. So it's not a complete disaster, but we'd be just 1 point behind United with a win. I think we finished above United. I've said that since the start of the season. I think United are awful. I really do. But yeah, guys, a win tomorrow takes us to the lofty highs of 11th in the table, and we go 7 points off the Champions League space, and hopefully we could start to build a little bit of momentum with that one. We can start to build some momentum, people. Any last questions in the chat, guys, about anything right now? I think Chelsea will not get Champions League football. 5th place would get us Champions League football. So, but right now, yeah, look, 5th place, 6th place, maybe. I'm looking towards 5th and 6th. Yeah, I think 5th or 6th is the best we'll do this season. I agree on that. I do agree. I think 5th or 6th. Yeah, that's going to be the best we can do, unfortunately, guys. But let's see if there's any last bits of news at the moment. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we have got here. But yeah, Chelsea just about holding on. But yeah, it's a big game tomorrow night. You know, big pressure. The win against Brighton in the cup was a huge relief. But at the same time, it didn't get us any points. You know, hopefully it's given us some confidence, some much needed confidence that a win can do. But we need to start picking up some wins in the league. We really do need to quickly pick some wins in the league up. Guys, we're 1 like away from 70 likes. Come on, people. Let's get this to 70 likes. One person needs to smash that like button. And let's keep subscribing to the channel as well as we head towards 7,000 subscribers, which would be a great milestone to be hitting, people. It'd be a great milestone to be hitting. So let's try and get there as quickly as possible. Spurs and Newcastle are looking strong. Yep, they absolutely are. No two ways about it. They are looking strong right now. But things can change quickly. Everyone was writing off Newcastle after a poor start in the first few games, but they've strung 3 wins together now, and things are looking pretty rosy for them at the moment as they welcome PSG to St James's Park in midweek. So yeah, look, we need the win. We need to start climbing that table ASAP. We really do. Yeah, I'll take Europa League football next year if we can't get the Champions League. Yeah, look, it won't be great, but at least it's some form of European football, and we'll be playing on a regular basis. So at least that's a good thing. Can't complain too much about that. Yeah, I mean, we could do Young Boys of London. Wouldn't exactly be out of place because, yeah, that is what we are. The young boys of London, people. The Young Boys of London. That's where we're at right now. So let's wait and see, people. Let's wait and see. But guys, any last questions about anything Chelsea related before we start to round this one out? Any pressing matters that need to be addressed in the chat? I'm nervous about the game tomorrow. I'm a little bit nervous, guys. I am nervous about it. Oh yeah, might as well do a bit of admin, actually, people. I unfortunately won't be at the game tomorrow. Couldn't get a ticket. I'm still looking for a spare. So unless something comes up tomorrow, then last minute, then I won't be at the game, which is a shame. But I will be doing I think a lot's been blown up about that. Yeah, okay, not ideal that he's been filmed partying, but it's not like he's binned off training to go to a party. Pot just dealt with it. It's not a big deal. We move. Simple as. He's a young kid in his early 20s. It is what it is. Yeah, guys, I unfortunately won't be at the game tomorrow unless a last-minute spare comes through for me, which I'm not hopeful for, but I am still having a look. But guys, fear not, there will be a watch along to tomorrow's game on the channel, 7 p.m. if I'm not at the game. So 7 p.m. tomorrow, an hour before kickoff, there'll be the watch along will begin. Watch along for Fulham versus Chelsea on the channel, guys. So make sure you stay locked in for that one. So no match vlog, but there will be a watch along, and there will be an instant match reaction after the game, which I'll film and post straight on the channel. So live watch along tomorrow evening at 7 p.m, guys. So let me know in the chat now quickly who is likely to be tuning in to the watch along tomorrow. Please let me know in the chat very briefly now. Watch along tomorrow. Who is keen for that, and who's going to be tuning in? Please let me quickly know in the chat, guys. Who's going to be watching the watch along tomorrow? 7 p.m. start tomorrow for the watch along, guys. Unless I find the last minute ticket to the game, in which case I'll update you and there won't be a watch along. But yeah, guys, watch along tomorrow, 7 p.m. followed by instant match reaction out on the channel, which I will record straight after the watch along, and I will be live tomorrow after the game over on Nina's channel, guys. Obviously, I'll promote it during the watch along, but make sure you come and join me and her on her channel after the game tomorrow, people. So yeah, big yourselves up, guys. I am going to round this one out now. Look forward to seeing you in the watch along tomorrow, people. Big yourselves up. It's going to be a big night for the Chelsea. Come and join me, Chelsea community, channel community. Hopefully cheering the boys on to a win. Guys, the opposition preview is premiering on the channel at 8 p.m. UK time this evening. So make sure you tune into the opposition view with Sammy from the Fulhamish podcast, dropping on the channel at 8 p.m. Make sure you smash a like on that video. But yeah, guys, thanks for your support tonight. Thank you for tuning in. As always, on the way out, make sure you smash a like. Let's run this up to 100 likes or as close as we possibly can. And subscribe to the channel on the way out. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow for the watch along. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Have a good Monday. See you at 7 p.m. tomorrow for the watch along, guys. Take care. Up the Chelsea and peace out, people.